My name is Brenda Kang. I was with Christie's for about 15 years and have recently returned home to Singapore, and I started a brand here in Singapore called Revival Vintage Jewels and Objects. The pop-up store is here in Malmaison, part of the Hourglass, and we have 103 pieces at the moment. One of the first things I usually tell my clients is don't think of jewelry first off as an investment. It really should be a piece that you love and that you enjoy and that you will wear. The investment is a bonus. And yes, there are pieces, when you buy well and you buy especially pieces with provenance, it really does for the most part hold its value, especially if it's signed. We have a great opportunity to showcase a bracelet by David Webb that was formerly in the collection of Elizabeth Taylor. It's a very wearable bangle that actually was made in 1967 for Miss Taylor, and it was featured also in her book My Love Affair with Jewelry. And it's a motif of two dragon heads, which I felt was really quite something that will appeal a lot to perhaps the Asian collectors. We also have a lovely Bulgari Saltora diamond and yellow gold necklace that used to belong to Gina Lolo Brigida. Still so classic after all these years, extremely wearable and wonderfully made. It's so highly flexible. We have three beautiful pieces of Belle Epoque jewelry. Belle Epoque period was from 1895 up to 1915. Characterized by a lot of platinum jewelry set with diamonds, so it was garland style. We have Art Nouveau at the same time, and which ran alongside yet with a totally different agenda. It was really about focusing on the artistic side. It was about creating really beautiful sculptures with gold that were wearable. The Art Deco period was from 1915 to around 1938 to 1940. So here on the left we have a wonderful 1937 gem set in gold bracelet by Cartier. It's still Art Deco, but later Art Deco when things were becoming a lot more voluminous. It really was very ahead of its time for something from 1937. If you look at it now, it almost has a punk rock kind of feel to it. We have a beautiful Cartier mystery clock from the 1980s. And the reason why it's called a mystery clock is because when you look at it, it looks as if there's no mechanism on the back, when in fact the mechanism that runs the clock is actually along the dial and at the base of the clock. I felt that there was a little bit of a void in terms of vintage jewelry offerings in Singapore, and one of the main reasons I started this was to be able to share with my friends and to share with the community here in Southeast Asia my love for vintage pieces.